This is insane, like totally a believer. And I know it sounds crazy. Like you guys, I know that half of you are probably like, dude, there must be some like juice in Sedona that Rachel drank, but I am serious. This was so crazy. Hi guys, welcome back to the House of Hughes and welcome to another vlog. I wanted to give you guys a quick update on our sweet little Blakely, since most of you know that she has been a little bit under the weather. She is doing a lot better. She hasn't been waking up with a runny nose and she's been on her pain medication for a few days now, which is helping a lot with her little ear infection. So she seems to be doing really good. Cheese? You want some cheese? I'll get you some cheese, baby. You want some cheese? You are getting so good at your words, little miss. There you go. Say thank you. Say thank you. Good girl. Okay, another quick little update I wanted to tell you guys. So I don't know if you recognize this sports bra. Up. But I actually showed you this sports bra when I unpackaged it from Amazon. It was $25 and it fits perfectly. So I wanted to tell you guys about it because it's such a great price. But the moment is definitely the back. It is so strappy. It's so strappy, so flattering. I love it for upper body day. And it's such a great price compared to the other sports bras that I have. So I will go ahead and link this in my description box below if any of you are looking for a fun new sports bra that has a really open, strappy back. On a completely different note, I have a little bit of a wild story time for you guys. Hunter has had quite the morning. It is literally only 10:30 a.m. and that man ran out the door when I got home because we had a little hiccup this morning and it was a little too hectic to film, but I definitely have to tell you guys about it. So let me grab the culprit. Beckham. First of all, say hi to the YouTube family. And second of all, I think mommy has a story to tell. What do you think? Have you had a crazy morning? So Hunter is so sweet and so incredibly supportive of helping me keep a space and environment that's really comfortable for me to work in. Oh, he wants his little toy. Well, Mr. Beckham, he says hello and mommy's gonna let him play for a minute. So anyways, Hunter's really supportive of me just having like a clean, good environment here at home, especially because I work from home. So he is so sweet. When I'm at the gym every morning, he tries to make the house clean so that when I get home, I can just start working and I don't have to worry about little projects around the house. So this morning he wakes up and he's cleaned like the entire kitchen. Everything is spotless and Beckham is sitting in his high chair letting his food digest and my sweet little angel just projectile vomits all over, and it's right when I'm about to leave the gym. So Hunter's like about to get ready, eat his breakfast so that he can leave as soon as I get home. Hunter has to clean up the entire thing by himself, shower Beckham by himself, which is a difficult task. And he just did it with like such a positive attitude. I'm sure that he was upset here at home, but he always treats Beckham so kindly, even when things are really hard, obviously. And I was like, Hunter, you are just the best dad, because that would be really hard to clean the entire house and then have vomit get all over it. So I don't know why Beckham has kind of been having a hard time keeping his food down lately. Mama? But I think it has to do with him having like a tiny bit of congestion where he kind of has it in the back of his throat. Your cheese? Do you want to get it? You just asked to get up. But your cheese is on the floor. Do you want to get it? Get your cheese. This little chica does not know what she wants. Mwah. You're so cute. What? What? So we're just kind of like hanging on by a thread here in this household, but I still want to vlog today. Mwah. I also have a crazy story to tell you guys. I'm gonna tell you when the kids are down for their nap so that I can like sit down and really explain it. But you can tell by the title, it is a wild story. And when I say this is not clickbait, you guys have no idea how shook I am. Shook to my core. And I'm like dying to hear your opinion. So like, please tell me in the comments what you think about this story time that I am about to tell you. It's actually cooling off a little bit here in Utah, so I'm excited to take the kids for a walk and not have to dress them in like super summer clothes. I think they'll be good in what they're in. But I'm gonna get breakfast, take these little nuggets on a walk. We are gonna do some therapy with Beckham today. I feel like it's been a hot minute since I've shown you guys how he's doing in therapy. Now he did just get his Botox, which means he should be doing a little bit better in all of his therapy equipment, but it does take a minute for his Botox to actually set in. So I'm not expecting huge things today, but I still want to give him just a little little bit of time during therapy just to push him. And obviously that's what's best for him. So it's always nice to document it so you guys can help me stay accountable, and also just so you can see his progress and cheer him on. And then of course, we've got a sidekick story time coming at you. We are back from our walk and they just had lunch. I'm hoping that Beckham doesn't throw up again, of course, but I am going to put Blakely down for her nap because Beckham needs to do sitting up, his standard, and his gait trainer today. It's definitely nap time. Here, come here, honey. Come here, you okay? She asked to get down and then complained when I put her down. See, typical girl who doesn't know what she wants, huh? Beckham needs to do all 3 of his therapies today, and I can't have him in his gait trainer or sitting up when Blakely's awake, just because it's hard for her to control herself and not push him in his gait trainer because, you know, she thinks it's fun, thinks it's a game. But I also want him to sit up, and she kind of gets a little tempted to tip him over. She has been better about it lately, but I do want him to take the time to be able to like really exercise today. So we'll wait for her to go down. She's like in a good mood, but like moments away from losing her ish. You know what I mean? What? Say hi. Can you blow a kiss? Mwah. Say night-night. You can go night-night?
Yeah, that one.
Yay.
Night.
Night-night? Yeah, we're gonna go night-night. Don't worry, your friends will be here when you wake up. about to grab Beckham, but we are going to practice sitting up without the TV. I'm gonna put some toys in front of him. I'm also gonna practice some reaching with him. This is gonna be a little bit more difficult for him because he is used to having the TV. So that's why I decided to film this little chit chat part right before I grab him, just in case he gets a little bit upset. But if he gets upset, he's just frustrated. And I still wanna show you guys like the reality of what we're working on and some of his emotions that go through that. So I'm gonna grab some toys and we are going to have a little bit of playtime together. Hi, handsome. Are you ready to play? Are you ready to play? Can you get it? Good job, sweetie. So that takes a little bit of extra balance for him to reach. Good, love. I don't know if some of you know this, but Beckham didn't reach for toys until Blakely reached for toys. Good job. How about over here? Can you get it over here? Good job. So his little knee popped up. Hey, look. Oh. Good. You want to bite it? Good job. Now what about this one? Yeah. Oh, that's a little bit easier. Oh, you find your mouth? Now, do you have a preference? Yeah. I think that might just be because he's a little bit more comfortable reaching with his left, because I think we all know that this guy is his favorite toy. Here you go. Good, honey. Okay, now can I see you get it by yourself? Wow, guys, look at that. Good job. Now, which one? Oh, that's what mommy thought. Okay, now which one? Oh, that's what mommy thought. Yay, okay, can you get it on your own? Get it. Very good, sweetie. Can you get it? That's a little bit of a reach. Wow, good job, babe. High five. Oh, good job. Okay, now what if we went all the way up here? Good job, honey. Okay, another big stretch to midline. That's a little bit harder. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Right here, baby. Oh, close. Look, you see it? It's like, Mama, that's tough. Okay, right here, baby, midline. Wow, good job. That was amazing, mister. High five. Good job. Okay. Oh, you got me. You got me. He's like, no thanks, Mom. I'll take my favorite. Good job. That was incredible, sweetheart. You're doing great. You're doing great. I know. So when we sit in this position, he is stretching his little legs. So not only is he practicing balance right now, he's also practicing hand-eye coordination with the toy. He's practicing reaching, he's practicing vision, but he's also stretching all at the same time. So this is a great exercise, and I love that I can really be hands-on with him. We love our time together, huh? We love it. What about high five? Good job. Say, we're the best team, huh? We're the best team. I love you. We are gonna practice this for just a little while, and then as soon as we are done, I will either put him in his stander or in his gait trainer, just depending on what I think will be best for today. Good job. I'm giving Beckham just a little bit of TV time because he did so great during our little exercise with the toys. And I'm a little bit nervous about putting him in his gait trainer because he does lean slightly forward and that's some pressure on his tummy. And just with him having that little incident with Hunter this morning, I'm just like, maybe not. But I'm gonna make a little afternoon pick-me-up, and I don't think I've ever shown you guys this because Hunter just started doing this, and it is the most delicious little coffee hack. I'm obsessed with it, so I wanted to share it with you guys. If you guys love coffee and you struggle to get your protein in, this is gonna be such a good tip for you, and it actually tastes delicious. I'm not a girl who likes her coffee unless it's basically see-through, but I also want it to be relatively healthy. So I'm gonna show you what I make. You guys have seen before that Hunter and I have a little Nespresso machine, and this is a double shot of espresso, and we just buy these off of Amazon. So I'm gonna make this, which is only like this much coffee just because it's a double shot of espresso. And then I am going to put in a full Fairlife. This is only 150 calories. It's 30 grams of protein, and it tastes exactly like chocolate milk. It is so good. So you literally have just like a delicious sweet chocolate coffee that's 150 calories and literally 30 grams of protein with 2 grams of sugar. This is one of my favorite hacks. It's probably my all-time favorite coffee hack that Hunter has ever come up with. I would love to take credit myself, but you guys know that he's the man who comes up with all of these little food hacks that we have. I especially love this if I want to eat lunch, but I'm just not quite like starving yet, but I need a little pick-me-up in the afternoon because I am a tired woman from raising 2 kids. I'll whip this up and it just holds me over, and it gives me like a little snack, but also a little bit of caffeine. Okay, are you guys ready to be shook? I feel like I'm a little bit nervous to tell this story just because honestly, I was totally skeptical. Let me kind of back up. So my friends and I, when we were in Sedona is supposed to be like a very spiritual and healing place, and it has a lot of like history with those types of things. So when you're driving down the road, there's like tons of places where you can buy crystals and see psychics. So you know me, I tell all my girlfriends, I'm like, you guys, we have to go get a psychic reading just for fun, like not thinking anything of it. And here's the thing is I believe that people absolutely have special gifts that can go beyond this world or this lifetime, but it's not like I genuinely thought like this is gonna be some spiritual magnificent experience. I just thought it was gonna be like really fun, and in all honesty, like kind of a joke. Not disrespectfully, but I've never seen a psychic before, so I was just like, we're doing this for fun and I don't have any expectations. So we decided to pay for like a group reading session, which basically meant that we got a cheaper price, and all 4 of us girls went in together, and then she individually read us for 10 minutes each. So the reading was still individual, it was just done in front of the other girls in the group, which honestly I'm so glad about because we all have witnesses to how crazy this was. And I am literally just still shook. Like I think about it every day. We all shuffle in, and this woman is like so nice. I'm getting the best vibes from her. I know that sounds cheesy, but it's just true. So she's giving us like such positive vibes, and we all sit down, and she wasn't sure which one of us was which because the only information she had about us was our first name. Not even our last name. It's not like she could have looked us up or anything like that. I also wasn't the one who paid for it, and so she didn't even have like my card number, like nothing. And I feel like that's very important to know. So we all sit down, and she has like a deck of cards, and remember, I'm not familiar with any of this, so some of you might be like, Rachel's such an amateur, and it's true, I really am. So we sit down, and my friend went first, and her reading was literally spot on. We were all so shook, and she was discussing things about like her mind and her heart being disconnected and her overthinking and her guilt. And she also said that she kept seeing the ocean and that that's where she was gonna find peace. And the psychic literally was like, are you from California? And she's the only person in our group of 4 girls who lives in California. And we were all just like shook. So her reading was just like spot on. So I go second, and I'm already like, dang, like that was kind of crazy. Like my friend's reading was so spot on. I sit down, and the psychic looks at me, and she was like, all of you are very different, but I'm getting really good energy from all of you. And she said, when I look at you, I see a strong connection to angels. And I've actually posted on my channel before about some experiences that I have had that are very special and near and dear to my heart. I obviously haven't shared the entirety of them because they are very sacred and very private to me. But immediately I just like had the chills and was so shook because I had told one of my best friends about a really spiritual experience that I had with angels an hour before this reading. So we were both like shook because that girl was in the room. And then she kind of started to talk to me about the purpose that I have here on earth, and that I would be able to reach people globally through an online platform. And she asked me if I have an online presence. And at that point we were all just like, this is insane, because all of our readings, so I was the second to go, But after all 4 of us were done, like all of our readings were completely different, like completely different. There wasn't a single commonality between any of us in terms of our readings, and they were literally all spot on. Like not one thing was off or incorrect. And she went on to elaborate about what I talk about on my online platforms, being inspired by the angels that I have connections to, and how vital it is for me to take time off so I can recenter and the angels can communicate with me what I'm supposed to share with the world. And she talked about the message that I have to share with the world is extremely important and vital, and that not everybody was going to understand it. And it was just so cool how she talked about how vital it is for me to share this message. And I was literally like crying, and we were all just like totally shook. And then she asked me, she was like, what do you talk about on your platforms? Because I'm feeling just how important it is and how powerful it is. And so I said, you know, I have a son who's disabled. And she immediately said that my son was from a different dimension and that he didn't need an earthly experience, and that the reason that he's on earth is to impact the world and change the world and bless the lives of the people who know him or hear about him. And obviously at that point, I'm just like, this is insane, like totally a believer. And I know it sounds crazy. Like you guys, I know that half of you are probably like, dude, there must be some like juice in Sedona that Rachel drank, but I am serious. This was so crazy. And she continued to go on and talk a little bit about like my dreams coming true and being on the highest vibration and being willing to pivot when I need to, if I'm being inspired to talk about specific things. And it was seriously, you guys, like the most spot on, incredible experience and incredible reading. I was like, do you have a card when I went to leave? And you guys, like, I promise, like, I'm not crazy. But it was seriously one of the coolest experiences I've ever had. Like, I was shook to my core. So here's my question. I won't be like insulted in the comments or anything, but I'm like curious, like, do you guys believe in psychics? Obviously, I think you guys understand that I'm a very spiritual person and that I obviously believe in God and that I'm a very open person who doesn't judge what other people believe. And so I am just like so curious, like, have you guys ever been to a psychic? Because I need to know, because this was my first experience. And when I say my jaw was on the floor, I can't even explain how crazy it was. So I just need to know, like, do you guys think I'm crazy? Like, do you think that psychics are real? Like, have you had a psychic experience or like psychic reading that had you shook? And I need to hear about it. I will be reading every single comment on this video. I do on all my videos, but this one I will be like investigating. Like, I need to know, you guys, like, has this happened to you before? Because I'm shook. I'm shook. That's obviously gonna be in the title. I am shook. I called Hunter and Hunter was like, I'm literally flying down there and getting a reading from her. Like, we're so dramatic. But it was just like shocking, because how many times am I gonna say that I was shook or I'm shocked or whatever? But I think that you guys understand after me telling you about it, just how insane it was. And I'm even like leaving out a couple parts that I feel like are just really personal. But when I say it was spot on, it was spot on. And it was just insane because all of us girls were so different. And she talked about such drastically different things that were all perfectly related and relevant to the girl that she was talking to. So I'm still just like trying to figure out what the heck I experienced, but whatever it was spiritual. That was kind of my psychic experience, and I hope you're as shook as I am. Be nice in the comments. I'm just kidding, I won't be offended. I mean, always be nice, but you know, tell me how you really feel, because I'm so curious about people's opinions on this. Because I feel like before I went to this reading, I would have been like, I don't necessarily believe in psychics, but I totally believe in people who can like see beyond this world and have very special gifts. So I guess like in a sense, I do believe in psychics. I just never thought that I would have a crazy psychic experience or reading. So that was really cool, and definitely one of the highlights of my trip that I had to tell you guys about. And I was like, oh, I am making a separate video about this because it's insane. And I also like need to put it in the title so that you guys know what I'm gonna talk about when you click on the video, because I need opinions here, people. I need opinions. On that note, I'm going to drink my coffee that I just made because I made it up and took a little sip and then popped it in the fridge so it could cool off just a little bit. Get some work done, and then this cute little guy behind me, I don't know if you guys can see him. Okay, that's so cute. His little tiny head is right there, just like peeking over the pillows. He's so freaking cute. He's doing so good with his balance, you guys. Today's the first day I'm giving him his double dose of baclofen, so I'm like, oh. So So I'm not gonna do the gait trainer, but I think we'll do the stander. But I think right now I'll take the time that I have while Blakely is asleep and edit, because he can stand in the stander when homegirl is awake. All right, my handsome boy, I think you've been a superstar at the outros lately. Do you want to tell everybody bye-bye? Yeah. We would like to remind you today to be brave like Beckham and hit that red subscribe button down below if you have not already, to support this handsome little man. Oh, hi Chloe, and to support little Closter. Oh, mwah, oh my goodness, how aggressive. But we love you guys so much, and we will catch you in our next vlog. Bye. Can you blow a kiss? I won't make him today since he's sitting, but he sent a smile instead.